After 2 weeks of waiting, the time has arrived for the Pool B teams in the International Swimming League. London Roar, New York Breakers, LA Current, and Team Iron have been itching for their moment. That's come now as professional swimming takes center stage in Dallas, Texas. Today, the International Swimming League arise in the Longhorn State as swimming is reimagined today in Dallas, Texas. After 2 weeks of waiting, it is time for the Pool B teams to hit the pool here in the Dallas match. Bernie Gunther alongside Team GB great Karen Pickering. So glad you are with us. And Karen, what a moment for these teams. They've been waiting for 2 weeks, and it has finally arrived their moment to show us what they've got.
Oh, it certainly has. I'm excited to be here, and so are these teams. They've had to watch it on television, read the results, see all the pictures and everything on social media. They're chomping at the bit to get in the pool and actually experience this atmosphere for themselves.
Well, you might be wondering, what is the ISL? What is the International Swimming League? 8 teams, 4 in the United States, 4 over in Europe, competing in 7 events. If you saw our first 2 weeks in Indianapolis and Naples, you know there's equal teams with 12 men, 12 female swimming, and equal races for equal prize money. And of course here in our Dallas match, 2 European teams and 2 American teams, London Roar, Team Iron, LA Current, and the New York Breakers represented. Only one will be crowned the MVP at the end of the season, and one will be crowned the MVP at the end of the match. And the goal is, just like Energy Standard sits atop the standings, top 2 teams, 2 from Europe, 2 from America, will be in the championship final in Las Vegas, December 20th and the 21st. This is the ISL Swimming Reimagined. You might be wondering, how is the ISL scored? How do you win the team match where you get 9 points for first place all the way down to only a point for 8th? Relays, double points, you get 18 points for a relay win. And we saw last week in Naples how important the skins races were. 27 points for a skins win, 21 points for a second place finish, and it's even big just to get into that second round where you can get 12 or 10 points respectively for 3rd or 4th place. It's been a fabulous first 2 weeks of swimming. We began our ISL journey in Indianapolis, and man, Cher Shostrom, she put on an incredible show. Energy Standard, they won the meet, they stood tall. James Gibson and company, they were the relay masters. And how about last week in Naples? The crowd was electric. They got to see so much fabulous swimming on hand. Caleb Dressel flew into action for the Cali Condors. He was crowned MVP. That Energy Standard found their way to the top of the match standings, getting their second win, and they tacked on 4 more points. And now James Gibson at Energy Standard with 8 points so far on the season. So Pool A, they're going to have to wait to the American and European derbies in November. Energy Standard on top with 8 points. Cali Condor is second with 6 points. CC Triton with 4, and the Aqua Centurions with some work to be done. And the question is, what will happen today? We got brand new teams and brand new athletes. And Karen, take a look at these matchups. There's a lot of teams with a lot of different strengths, and it should be a whole lot of fun to watch.
It is. There's definitely some different strategies in how these managers have built up their teams. But one thing they do have in common, they are stacked with talented swimmers.
2 days of swimming. This is the day 1 schedule. We will see 16 individual events and 3 relays. And the challenge is it is packed all into just 2 hours of swimming. So that makes it a challenge for the managers, for the coaches, for the swimmers to try to put together the right strategy. Do you save your swimmers for the relays? Do you put them in as many individual events as possible? We're about to find out what the managers came up with as we started with the women's 100-meter butterfly, and we introduce the participants here in this 100-meter butterfly. London Roar, they're going to be in lanes 1 and 2. Emma McKeon, she'll be one to watch. In lane number 1, Marie Waddle, who's trained in the United Kingdom since 2017. She'll be in lane number 2. LA Current, Kendall Stewart in lane number 3. Osmond in lane number 4. Lane number 5, Taylor Lovemore representing the New York Breakers. Thomas in lane number 6, third at the European Championships. And you see Jojo in lane number 7 and Kimberly Booth in 8. And we mentioned no Katina Hosu again. It's a strategy that goes down, and you see Jojo, who was Olympic champion in the 50 free and 100 free in London 2012, swimming the butterfly. It's all about the team. It's all about the team points. And as you take a look at the start list, the goal is to try to be as close to your teammate as possible at the end of the race. All right, here we go, kicking things off in Dallas with a 100-meter butterfly.
Great start from Marie Wattell in lane 2, going for the London Raw team. She got the race really quickly. You see the difference in techniques from these swimmers. You've got the sprinters in the pool, you've got the swimmers who are better over 100 meters and have to make the most of their strengths and weaknesses during the race.
Kendall Stewart climbing up. She's first at the turn. No, she's about a tenth of a second behind Emma McKeon. This one is tough, folks. McKeon and Stewart battling at the top of the screen to try to get 9 points to their team and get the first win.
That's a great turn there from Emma McKeon to push ahead, and she's digging deep. The 200 specialist, she'll have the endurance.
Emma McKeon trying to get 9 points on the board, and she starts things off, and London is roaring to begin. A 1-3 finish. That's 15 points for the London Roar. As Kendall Stewart will finish second overall.
Wow, that was a great swim from the Roar. Good team tactics there, getting first and third. So close to second. Stewart just had the better touch there to steal it away for LA Current. And there you can see what a distance Emma McKeon had between the rest of the field.
So again, 9 points for first, 6 points for third for the London Roars. A combined total of 15 points as Emma McKeon and Marie Waddle lead the stretch. You can see at the bottom, Kimberly Booth and Thomas, they both did not meet the minimum time standard, so that's going to take 1 point off their total. And as we just get things kicked off, the Roar, they've got a 3-point advantage over the LA Current. And it's a tough break for the New York Breakers in the iron as they have to lose a point. And now it's time for the men's 100-meter butterfly, our next event on the pool deck. Vinny Lanza, Christian Diner in 1 and 2, Tom Shields, Jack Conger in 3 and 4 for the LA Current, Kushin, Michael Andrew in 5 and 6, Zabo and Milak in 7 and 8. You see Christoph Milak, we just saw him break the world record, Michael Phelps record in the 200 butterfly. The question is, how much early speed does he have, Karen?
Yeah, especially against someone like Tom Shields, who is a superb sprinter. He'll be fantastic off the walls as well. So counts for so much, the underwater work in the short course swimming. What can Milak do over the shorter distance?
Milak only 19 years old, a Hungarian. Fourth of the World Championships in the 100 fly. And by the way, Michael Andrew, this was the first of 9 events we're slated to see him swim.
Yeah, he's given himself a really, really tough schedule. A lot of sprints. He can turn his hand to any stroke, so really versatile member of their team. And it's close at the 50.
Tom Shields, Michael Andrew, less than a tenth of a second separating first and second. A great turn there for Tom Shields, the Pan American champion of the 100-meter butterfly. And he is flying down the pool here. And it's going to go down to Andrew and Tom Shields here in the 5:25. But Shields with a great final turn. And Tom Shields, he's going to get the first win for the LA Current. A 1-3 finish for the Current.
So good at the underwater work, Tom Shields. Superb off the start, off the turns. That's what you need in the 25-meter pool when it comes down to hundredths of a second.
Short course specialist, those turns.
Shields out in 23-1. The only swimmer to break 50 seconds. And he earns 9 points as the current goes first and third. Sebastian Zabo representing the iron. That's some important points for the iron. They will get second and 7, a total of 9 points in that event. And again, it's about as being solid as you can throughout the course of the meet, because you see the difference there. London Roar, they won the first event earning a 3-point differential, but then LA Current, they've jumped into the lead as there's a 10-point difference between first and fourth.
Tom, what a great opening event for the men's team and a superb race.
Yeah. We got a medal in the women's too, so we're stoked. You know, just getting small beginnings. We're good on relays for us, so we're looking forward to those.
And you're really known for short course swimming and the starts and turns. So how important is that in a competition like this?
Yeah. I mean, the most important thing is racing, and I got to use the tools I have.
Well done.
Yeah. Cheers.
Tom Shields, 28 years old. He was national record holder. 50 breaststroke is next here in Dallas. Jessica Hansen, 24 years old, out of Australia and 1. Sarah Vassain, 23 years old, out of Great Britain in lane number 2. Big story here, Kathleen Baker, a backstroke specialist. They're putting her in the 50 breast. Their head coach David Marsh says because they feel like they've got another great backstroker. Baker can really help them out. We'll see if that strategy plays off for the 50 breaststroke. Baker and Laser and 4, Escobedo and Breesia Larson in 5 and 6. And Elliot Atkinson, who is currently the world record holder short course meters and the 50 meters breaststroke. Atkinson started swimming at only 3 years old. You're going to see her at the bottom of the pool in lane number 8. And this is her specialty, Karen.
Yeah, she is a power swimmer. She's got to be the favorite coming into this race.
Watch out for Atkinson. She's at the bottom of the pool in lane number 8. She set the world record in this event basically 1 year ago. And you can see how good she is off the blocks with a tremendous start.
Well, you can't give the world record holder a head start like that, can you? She was away so quickly.
Atkinson, everybody trying to track her down. And she's got a clear, smooth finish. And Atkinson, she's got the first win for Team Iron.
She was never headed in that race. So quick to react to the start. She took her time getting on the block, but as soon as that gun went, she was away. Team looking happy with that.
You talked about the start. Look at how much power she got off the block.
Oh, this event's just made for the swimmer like Alia Atkinson, thriving on the occasion. Fast into the wall, perfect finish there. She nailed it.
And the Iron will move into second place with 24 points after Atkinson gets first with 9 points. They get first at 8, so 10 total points going the way of Team Iron. So the Breakers and the Roar both scoring 11 points. The Iron scoring 10, and there's our early match score here with only 3 of the 19 events we're going to see today in the books. Only a 1-point differential between the LA Current and the London Roar. Next up, the men's 50-meter breaststroke. And by the way, we just saw Michael Andrews swim in the 100 butterfly. We're about to see him race right here. About 3 minutes left, Karen.
Something like that. Can't have had time to recover at all. Sure he didn't get to swim down in any way. Just walk around, get back to the ready room and go again.
Brigada in 1, Wilson in 2, Lima and Lacan in 3 and 4 for the LA Current. Michael Andrew, Marco Cook in lane number 6, 200 specialist. And Vladimir Morzlov, he was inserted into this event. He is the sprint specialist. We're going to see him in the 50, but it comes down to Michael Andrew and Lima, 36 years old versus 20 years old. We'll see if it's the veteran or the youngster winning this 50-meter breaststroke. This is a really great field. 3 of the top 8 from the World Championships are here in Dallas, trying to battle it out. We'll see how that quick turnaround time affects Michael Andrew.
Well, they're up and right into their stroke as well. Philippe Lima a little bit. Was that a little bit slow off the start? Really, not much between these guys as they head down the second 25.
Bracana in 1. Lima trying to close. It is anybody's race. Down to the touch. It's going to be Morzov for the iron. They get 2 wins in the breaststroke. And what a great change to have Morzov come in. A last-minute change for this Team Iron team, and it certainly paid off as they're going to get 9 points to their total.
Well, that wasn't supposed to happen, was it? The freestyle specialist gets in and just makes the breaststrokers look a bit silly in that race. Very close, but I guess when you've got those fast twitch fibers, you can turn your hand to anything.
1st and 5th for iron. And they get 13 points, and that will climb them back up the total. 11 points for the London Roar and 10 points for the LA Current. And look at that, London Roar, LA Current tied at the top of the standings with 42 points apiece. And work to be done for the New York Breakers.
Well, Vladimir, that wasn't supposed to happen, a breaststroke race.
Yeah, I guess it's my secret weapon. First race and first win for Team Iron. I'm very happy with the result.
Well, it was a great job.
Thank you.
Secret weapon, I guess, Karen, it helps to be a sprinting specialist. You know that he's going to get off the block extremely well, and that was the case. And the reason why Team Iron, they take both of the breaststroke wins on the men's and the women's side. There is such a strategy that comes into forming these teams and having the right pieces of the puzzle and really finding swimmers that can excel in more than one event. That is really the key, isn't it?
Yeah, and the coaches knowing what they can do, because obviously we see these swimmers on the international stage, they're swimming certain races, but these coaches will know what they're capable of, know the other events that they can do that they don't then go on to swim internationally, and they can make the most of it. Said a secret weapon, that was a secret weapon, and it worked.
Can the Iron win their 3rd straight? You'd think they'd be the favorites as we bring you in for the 400 IM. Sydney Pinkham, Bogorka Compass in 1 and 2. Ella Easton is going to be one to watch. 22 years old, she will be in lane number 4. LA Current, they feel like they have a pretty good, well-rounded team. Emily Overall, Abby Harkin in 5 and 6 for the New York Breakers, but everybody's got to watch the bottom of the screen. Zuzana Jacobos is going to be in 7, but Katina Hutsu is going to be in lane number 8. Remember, she won gold, 100 back, 200 IM, 400 IM, and Rio 2016, silver in the 200 backstroke, so she truly could swim any event, but this probably is her best event, Karen.
I would say so. The event she's really best known for. I mean, she, like you said, she can turn her hand to anything. She's multi-talented over a number of distances, 100 right up to the 400, but this is her baby.
The first of 7 events for Hosu. 4 Olympic medals of the 4, 3 of them gold. And the most successful Hungarian swimmer of all time. And this is going to be a whole lot of fun for her, because next week we go to Budapest and she's going to be on her home soil, so she can have an impressive performance for Team Iron here. You'd think the crowd would really carry them next week when they're at home.
I think the other teams, their strategy, certainly someone like London Roar, their strategy has got to be to beat Iron here, because when they go to their home court, the advantage they will get from that crowd being behind them. They love their swimmers over there, they love swimming, and the crowd will really be behind Iron there, and that's got to be to their advantage.
Antigona's world champion in this event over the summer. We have 2 of the 8 that were in the final of the World Championships, and this 4 lengths, 4 lengths of each stroke. And there's really so much strategy that goes into this 400 IM, as you see Abby Hunkins swimming stroke for stroke with Hosu. Hosu probably a whole lot stronger in the butterfly and the backstroke leg than she is in the breaststroke. So sometimes you really got to push the pace. That first 200 if you're Katinka Hosu.
I'm with Upper, and it is Katinka's coach. I'm Upper Petrov, Katinka's coach and coach to the Iron team. So with someone like Katinka, who can swim so many events, how do you manage her program? How have you picked what races she's swimming here?
Well, she's very good at recovery, so we can swim whatever we want. In the end, we prioritize the relays, of course, but she's not capable of swimming a lot of relays, so we are going for as much gold as possible.
And has she had a say in which races she's doing? Is that all you?
No, it's all the team. She's there for the team. So in the end, we all try to count what's the best for the team, and this is how we do it.
You can see that so many swimmers, even we just saw a moment ago Kathleen Baker, known for being a backstroke specialist, getting inserted into the lineup in the 50 breaststroke. Do it because she's trying to get as many points as she possibly can for her team. And take a look at the strategy. It's not only about getting first, but right now the good news in this 400 IM for Team Iron is Katinka Hosu. She is followed by Jacobos right there next to her in lane number 7. And how much does that help the swimmers, Karen, to have their teammate right next to them, kind of maybe pulling them along, if you will?
Well, it certainly will help a bit. And obviously, Katinka and Susanna Jacobos both swimming for Hungary and raced over the years so many times. They'll know exactly how each other swims the races and when to expect the other one to be pushing. You see, the breaststroke leg that we're on right now is notoriously the one that can really swing the race. And I think that someone like Sydney Pickering for Raw will start to come through on the breaststroke, which is her strongest event. So the breaststroke specialists need to really push on now because Katinka Hosu is strong on the freestyle leg too.
First and second, that is where Team Iron sit. Trying to get 16 points here in this 400 IM. Ella Easton in the blue cap in lane number 4. She's trying to move up, trying to break up a potential 1-2 finish for the Iron. She's swimming very well. 22 years old. She was second in the World Championship short course meters in the 400 IM.
You can start to see Susanna Jacobos, breaststroke leg not her strongest, and Ella Easton has really made the most of that. But how much will that strong breaststroke leg have taken out of her as we come to the closing stages? And who else has got a burst? Remember, every point counts. It doesn't matter if you're not going to win the race. They need to be pushing to make sure they're not finishing 8th to get that 5th, 6th, 7th spot.
75 meters to go, and it is all about Hosu. The battle right now in the pool is for second between Jacobos and Ella Easton. Lanes 4 and lane 7. Who's going to get the second place? 7 points. See, Hosu, she has built over 3-second lead, and right now, Team Iron looking good, trying to get their 3rd straight win here in Dallas.
Susanna Jacobos just about holding on to that second place as well, but it is close. Ella Easton's not rolled over, and the battle for the minor place is still going too.
Team Iron 3 in a row, and here in the 400 IM, first and second, they'll get 16 points. It's as good as it gets.
So important there. And also, Bogdana Kappas just beating Gorbenko. So the Raw taking a point out of LA Current. Every point matters. So the fact that they race to the finish, finishing 5th and 6th, it just matters. It matters to the points when they finish.
And because of that 1-2 finish, Team Iron, they've moved into the lead ahead of the LA Current, ahead of the London Roar. It's all about the strategy, putting your swimmers in where they can maximize their ability to score points to their team. And man, did the Iron get it right in the 400 IM. 1-2 finish for the Iron. LA Current 3rd and 7th. London Roar right there in the middle, 4th and 6th. And it's the Iron now with 53 points as they tack on 16 to their total. LA Current with 50 points and the London Roar with 50 points. So only 3 points separating our top 3 teams. Things are very interesting early on here in Dallas. And Karen, it kind of shows you how tightly matched these teams are here.
It's great to see how close this is going to be and how one race can swing everything. And that's why the strategy is so important. Do you just have some swimmers in the races that are real bankers, you know, that are going to win you points? Do you try and just get more even throughout the meet? A strategy that these team managers have been faced with.
Men's turn in the 400 IM, our next event in the pool. Man, can they win their 4th straight event? Finlay Knox, 18 years old out of Canada. It's going to be in lane number 1. The youngest competitors in the ISL. Peter Bernick in 2. Celis Gone in 4 for the LA Current.
The training partner.
Gomez and Tom Parabonio in 5 and 6.
I love the guy with attitude. He's got such a little attitude. Such a little attitude.
11 in Rio in the 400.
Here we go, LA, let's go!
Another Hungarian great. Sony for the iron. You'd think you'd have to give attention to Peter Bernick, though, in lane number 2. He's the only swimmer in the field that's gone under 4 minutes in this 400 IM. 4th in the short course world championships. See him on the left. Bernick was the only swimmer in this top 8 field that competed in the final of the World Championships. But again, this early in the season, anything can happen.
Yeah, it certainly can. And of course, you've got to factor in that some swimmers, particularly the swimmers that train in the States and have gone through the college system, their turns are so good. And it just makes such a difference over 400 meters. You cut down the amount that you have to swim because you're just working the walls.
Iron first and third early on. A whole lot can change here. Stroke to stroke in this 400 IM. And there's so much that goes into it if you're one of the coaches and trying to decide how much you can test your swimmers. Again, how tightly, how close together are their races. Can you put them in a race and then 10 minutes later, can they still perform for you in the relay? This is some of the questions.
And with Peter Bishop, coach for London Raw, you've got Peter Bernick on your team. You'd have expected him to be with the Iron team being Hungarian. How did you steal him onto London Raw?
Look, I think we're really excited where we are at the moment, and Iron's going to be real tough to beat. But we're here, and it's really great start for us for the meet, definitely.
Okay. And about Peter in this race in particular, one of the favourites for this.
Look, I think he's got a good chance. Look, it's going to be a tough race. He's coming through well. He's obviously just flown in a couple of days rest, and we don't really know everyone's form because they're all getting ready for the Olympics. But he's here having a great crack so far. Hopefully, he can get the job done for us.
And you think about Karen, the pressure now for the London World and for Team Iron after the performance a week ago by Energy Stadium, because when there were ways statistically that they wouldn't qualify for Las Vegas, the fact that they won the first 2 meets, that really puts a lot of pressure on Team Iron and the London World to have great performances, just because they already know Energy Stadium. They're already sitting atop the standings on the European race with those 8 points.
Yeah, Energy Standard are definitely in control of it at the moment. It's their place to lose, really. And the battle between Iron and Raw over the 2 days of this match is going to be really exciting. They've seen what they have to do, and they have the advantage of that. But every point is going to matter if they want to get to Vegas.
Bottom of the pool, lane number 8. The Iron right now sitting 1-2, just like they did a moment ago in the women's 400 IM. You'd think that this is really a sprinting specialist type of meet, a dual meet where it goes down to sprinting, but Team Iron showing you that if you have the right pieces of the puzzle in these 400 events, can still get big points. It tells you, strategy-wise, when you build your team roster with only 12 males and 12 females, how difficult it is to put everything together so you can still make sure you gain points in these longer distance races.
It really is, and it's easy to say, oh, so-and-so, you know, they can swim this race, they can swim that race, but with so little race back-to-back, it's a real game changer. And you know, it's great to see these distance swimmers getting their shot, though, in this pool, that it's not just about the sprinters.
New York Breakers, they could use a win. Jonathan Gomez trying to move up. Andrew Salazar trying to get in there too. And he is going to be the leader. LA Current trying to get a win here and snap a 3-event winning streak.
The field's really spread out now, isn't it? But Andrew Salazar come through so strong on this freestyle leg. Good 200 freestyle swimmer, and it's showing.
Wow, what a finish. Andrew Salazar, he's going to get the win for the LA Current. They'll tack on 9 points, but how about Team Iron? They will get second and third. That's 13 points going the way of the Iron. Fabulous strategy, start to finish there for Andrew Salazar. Kind of waited on his moment, and it's time to come on the freestyle, and he really did. That final 100. 9 points for the victory. LA Current will get first and fourth.
It was a great swim there for LA Current. I'm with their coach, Dave Marsh. So looking ahead to the women's freestyle relay up next, what's the strategy for relays between your two teams?
In the relays, because we're so deep in the sprint freestyle, we're splitting the relay. We're trying to make them as even as we can. If we can get a 1 and a 2, wonderful. If we can get a 2 and a 3, that's great. We just feel like after last week, watching the races last week, that clearly the double points in the relay is one of the strategies for the meet we're going to take care of. And we've got a bunch of good great sprint freestylers. We're going to anchor Margot and Farida, and they're our best, they're our best like relay people. I think actually we have lots of good relay people, but it's going to be really exciting. We'll see how we do.
Great, thank you.
Well, Dave Marsh knows how to win meets like these. He was national champion at Auburn, where he worked with Brett Hawk, who's also on his coaching staff. John Urbanchik, the third member of his coaching staff. And he feels like he has quite a sprinting group, particularly here in this relay, to split the relay teams. The Breakers will be in 5 and 6. They've got some work to be done. Here early on the meet, they've got 34 points. Iron right now in the lead, 66 points. Curtin second with 64. And the Leonard Royal third with 55 points. As you heard Dave Marsh mention, it is double points. So you get first place, you get 18 points. Second place, 14 points. Third place, 12 points. But the struggle also with double points, Karen, is if you get 8th place, you only get 2 points. And that's a huge difference between the 18 points for first and only the 2 points for 8th place.
Yeah, and of course, if you watch out for disqualifications in relays, they can really turn things too.
Yeah, you mentioned that. We thought a week ago that a relay disqualification for Energy Standard was the turning point that might lead to them finishing second overall, because you get disqualification. Obviously, you're not getting that minus 4 points, which is a huge difference maker. So for the first leg of the bottom of the pool, leg number 8 for the Iron.
And I'm with Kate Campbell, who's going to be anchoring the team for more. How does it feel standing behind the block waiting to anchor this team?
I tell you what, I have goosebumps all over my body. My fingers and toes are tingling. I cannot wait to get out there. There's been some incredible swims and really looking forward to it.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Right now she's watching her sister, Bronte Campbell, swimming the lead leg for the London the Roar out to a first place start. A lot of these teams splitting the relay. Second leg, Holly Barrett swimming in the pool right now for the London Roar.
Well, Dave Marsh said it, did he? Watch the teams and how they did it at the last two meets, and particularly Energy Standard, they split their teams. That's how the points were won. And so these teams here are taking advantage of what they've seen before.
Sister for New York Breakers, lane number 6. Bluma in the first leg. This is Catherine Duluth, and she's about to hand it off to her sister, Gabby Duluth. The Breakers can really use some points.
The Breakers really need to pick up some points in the relays. They probably on paper have the weakest team, but they still do have some strong swimmers who can get them some points, but they need to get in the mix here.
Emma McEwen, she's got London Roar's B team out to the league, and right now London Roar first and second here in the relays.
Yeah, this is great swimming, great tactics from the London team. Of course, their team is really stacked with talent. The two Campbell sisters, of course, really setting them up there. Their tactics were to get their swimmers out in front. Minna Atherton, backstroker in the water for Roar. So each of these swimmers, you know, they're turning their talents, they're finding they have to swim different strokes. But look at the London Roar, the two teams battling it out.
Kate Campbell will swim the anchor leg for the London Roar's number 2 team in lane number 1. Sydney Pickford will swim the anchor leg for London Roar's team in lane number 2.
Campbell said, didn't she? She had goosebumps waiting to get in the water. She swam so many relays for Australia, winning gold medals on the major stage, and she was still excited to get in the water at this event. The atmosphere is amazing, and these swimmers are loving it.
Kate Campbell trying to get 18 points in the London Roar as they surge ahead. The battle right now is for second. Madison Wilson trying to move up for the New York Breakers, but everybody trying to catch Kate Campbell. How did you see that in the freestyle events?
Well, there are 3 teams trying to come back at the second London Roar team. No one is going to catch Kate Campbell, though. She is out clear. The tactic for her will be to ease off. It'll be slow down, Kate. You've won the race. You've got lots more swimming to come.
18 points to the London Roar. Can they get second? They can. First and second as London is roaring here in the 4x100 freestyle relay.
Well, that was big for London Roar. Wouldn't have expected they would be able to get 4 points there. Big point scoring. Coach is delighted with that.
32 points to the London Roar.
And you can see how close it was at one stage in the race. So when Kate Campbell got into the water, she just took it to a whole other level. Sydney Pickram did really well to hang on to that second spot there. She was being chased down, but the maximum points for London Roar.
They've surged into the lead, and they've got a 6-point lead over the LA Current after that 1-2 finish in the women's 4x100 freestyle relay. They've earned 32 points, and you can see how big of a role the relays will play this weekend in Dallas as it's changed the total. The Roar back on top after the first session in the books. We'll see what changes being made here as we listen in.
Point score, we're going to keep it going. Thank you.
It's an amazing team to be a part of. You're going to be a really big chance if everyone fires up.
Should have gone. Peter, any changes?
Yeah, we're going to make a change in the medley relay. So we're going to switch Michael into the B relay. And the reason for that is he's a little tired on that 50 brace. So yeah, try and get a better relay swim out of our A guys. Okay, thank you.
Any changes?
No, 0 changes for this time.
All right, beautiful. Thank you.
First 50 or first place. It's not that was because you didn't try, right?
Yeah.
Just blow way up. But that's how good you are, honestly. That's what you need to understand that.
We could see some teams making some changes early on. LA Breakers currently sitting fourth with 50 points, making some moves. Team Iron feels pretty good there. Sitting third with 72 points after they had an impressive turn in the breaststroke of the 400 IM. And we'll go back to Karen.
So Peter Andrew, coach of the New York Breakers, what changes have you made?
Yeah, we made a change with Michael. We put Michael into the B relay. And I'm thinking because he was a little slow on the 50 brace, so we obviously need the points, so try and make our A a little stronger, and we'll see how that works out.
Great, thank you.
Take a look at Peter Andrews' New York Breakers, Leah Neal, Michael Andrew, the captains for the New York Breakers. Team with some international flavor. Should be interesting to see Michael Andrew try to lead this sprint-oriented team. Pernell Bluma, Olympic champion. She's one of the sprinters to watch. Jacob Pebley will be fun to watch. We'll see him in the 200 backstroke coming up shortly. We've reached our first break here in the Dallas match. Upcoming schedule, 200 backstroke, 50 free 4x100 medley relay. Those will be our next 3 events before the break that we'll have before the 200 freestyle. Again, 16 individual races and 3 relays, 19 total events in total during 2 hours of swimming. And this is just day 1 of the Dallas match. Things just getting started here in Dallas, and it's the London Roar with 87 points ahead of the LA Current with 82. Team Iron, they put together quite a stretch there. A couple breaststroke wins, an impressive 1-2 finish in the 400 IM. And it has been a whole lot of fun. The start here, week 3, the 3rd chapter of the inaugural International Swimming League season. Right now, Energy Standard, they lead the European pool with 8 total points. This is Pool B, where, of course, 2 teams from the United States, 2 teams from Europe will qualify for the championship final at the end of the season in Las Vegas.
Yeah, we're going to make a change in the medley relay. So we're going to switch Michael into the B relay. And the reason for that is we're a little tired on that 50 brace, so we're trying to get a better relay swim out of our A guys.
The teams do have an opportunity during these 10-minute breaks to make changes to their lineups.
No, 0 changes for this time.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Team Iron satisfied with where they sit, change-wise.
Because you didn't try, right? Just blow way up. But that's how good you are. So that's what you need.
LA currently sitting 5 points behind the London Roar. Again, the big changing point, the relay, 32 points total by London Roar as they get first and second in the 4x100. So lots of races still to come, with the 200 backstroke our next event, and as well as the 50 freestyle and the 4x100 medley relay on the men's side. But right now it is the Roar on top with 87 points. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch 200 backstroke. You get a chance to see Tom Shields go again. We already saw him win the 100 butterfly. Ryan Murphy yet to come. Back to the pool deck and Karen.
And I'm with Rob Woodhouse, the general manager of the London Raw team. You must be delighted of how that first segment's gone.
Yeah, absolutely. It was. We took a bit of a gamble splitting the team up a little bit. Wasn't sure. We thought we were pretty comfortable about winning it. We thought maybe second or third, and to come through with the 1-2 and the big points is terrific.
And at one point it looked like Iron were really putting in some good swims. And I know there's a big rivalry between the European teams, but you came back strong.
Yeah, it's early days. I mean, we've got a long way to go. But those relays are so crucial, but it's going to be neck and neck the whole way, I think.
I think so.
Well, maybe one of the most talented teams in all of Europe. The London Roar. Chalmers, their captain. Next week, we'll get a chance to see their breaststroke specialist, Adam Peaty. Not part of the Roar this week, but he'll be a part of the match in Budapest next week. Got the Campbell sisters. Those are two swimmers that are going to be tough to beat in the skins at the end.
Got some good depth on the London Raw team. Real mix. Obviously, a few Australians on there, and they really are a talented bunch. Some younger, sort of up-and-coming Australians on the team, although they've been having the success, but ones you may not have heard of, like Matt Wilson and some of the freestylers really coming through. And they'll be important when it comes to relays. We've seen how important the points in relays are.
What an atmosphere here in Dallas. You don't have to wait to Friday or Saturday night to get things cranked up. We got it going on a Saturday afternoon.
DJ's working hard, isn't he? Even he was warming up earlier, ready for this.
Next event in the pool, our first opportunity to see Ryan Murphy. They feel like the LA Current, that is one of the big strengths. They're backstroking. You're going to see Tom Shields once again as well, Karen.
Yeah, and over 200 meters. And obviously we saw him spectacular 100 meters butterfly. Stepping up to do a 200. It'll be interesting because it'll be one thing that he has got in his locker. He will be good off the walls. That fly kick off the walls will be great.
Back in Dallas, the London Roar with 87 points, LA Current 82. Team Iron on the backs of some good breaststroking and the 1-2 finish in the 400 IM. Holding in that number 3 spot, and things just getting started here. These athletes have been waiting 2 weeks for this moment, itching to get to go, and you could just get a sense as you talk to the athletes how much fun they're having here in the International Swimming League. Time now for the men's 200 backstroke. Get a chance to see Olympic champion in the 100-meter back and 200-meter back in Rio 2016. Ryan Murphy, he will be in lane number 3. Peter Bernick, Christian Diner, and 1 and 2 for the London Roar. Have already seen Peter swim in the 400 IM. Ryan Murphy, though, everybody's got to check out what he can do. Obviously, we know what he can do long course-wise because he won in Rio 2016. But Ryan Murphy, he may be even better, Karen, when it comes to short course swimming and short course meters.
Yeah, another swimmer that obviously has come through the college system in the States where they work so hard on their turns and starts, and the technique's so important, really pays off in a 25-meter pool. But the pressure's on him, you know, the expectation will be high. He is the Olympic champion at this event. But in season, in training, never quite sure how swimmers are able to perform, and that scalp is up for the taking.
He's won 3 Olympic medals. All 3 have been gold. Lane 2, Christian Diener, the German, 26 years old. 8th in the final of the short course World Championships. This is going to be Ryan Murphy, who was born in Chicago, then moved down to Florida and trained in Jacksonville at the Bowl School. He had a lot of success swimming collegiately in college, and they feel like this is a big advantage for the LA Current, particularly how good he is off the wall. Short course swimming, Karen, it's all about using the walls to your advantage.
It really is. Now, I'll tell you who else is using them really well. And one lane up from him, Christian Diener, great off the walls too, and pushing him. But Ryan Murphy was beautiful backstroke swimming. Look how hard they work underwater. So much of the race in the 25-meter pool is spent underwater.
It is all about the third 50. London Roar. Christian Diener in the lead in lane number 2, followed by Murphy, Jacob Pebley. He was 6th at the World Championships in this event.
The quad muscles will be hurting at this point. That butterfly kick off the wall and the kick on backstroke that they need to really keep their body position high in the water. The legs will be screaming at this point as they're racing down to the closing 50.
Diener in the lead, followed by Ryan Murphy. Can he track him down to the final 50? Less than a second separating first and second. And here comes Ryan Murphy going to his legs. They're going to turn even with 25 meters to go.
Well, Murphy looks effortless still in this race as he's just turned on the pressure.
Murphy took his time, played this race to perfection, and he gets the win for the LA Current.
Ryan Murphy had another gear. He found it. He was swimming in 4th. The last 50, kicked up to 5th and just eased past Diener. What a great race.
27.5, the final 50. And that's part of the strategy, right, Karen? You take a look at it. You obviously want to win as many races as you can. And if you can win races with the perfect strategy, maybe not exerting as much energy, that's a win-win.
Absolutely. The coaches will be saying to a number of these swimmers, just do enough. There's a lot of racing you're needed in relays. You've got to go back to back. Just do enough. There's no point going for times. It's all about getting the positions and getting the points. And Diener there, he put it out. You know, he went for it. He tried to get that win, and fair play to him. A good 7 points for him.
LA Current, they gained 4 points back to that lead that the London Roar had as they get 12 points in the 200-meter backstroke. Iron actually combining to score 9 points in the 200 backstroke. And it's the London Roar leading by only a point. 95 points to 94 points as it's time for the women's 200-meter backstroke. And we're going to get to see Hosu once again. She'll be in lane number 8. And I know you really like what you have seen from Mina Atherton. She's going to be in lane number 1. Atherton in 1, Pickerman in 2.
Yeah, the young Australian was superb in the summer at the World Championship, silver medal. Maybe better over 100, but in the short course pool, still expect big things from her over 200 meters. So she's definitely one to watch.
So Hosu's going to be in 8. Atherton, the young gun, in lane number 1, and Kathleen Baker, who was silver medalist in Rio 2016 in the 100 backstroke, in lane number 4. And again, to tell a little bit of the story, Kendall Stewart, Pan American champion in the 100 butterfly, coming into the lineup here to swim in the 200 backstroke. And Atherton already, man, she pushed the pedal the moment that it beat.
Well, she's really taken this race on. I mean, as a 100-meter specialist, no surprise. to take this race on. She'll know that Katinka Hosu has done that 400 medley, and she'll be hurting a little bit, despite the fact that the Iron Lady is used to swimming many races. But this 19-year-old youngster, what a start from her.
And again, a little bit of the difference because they are paired. London in 1 and 2, LA in 3 and 4, New York in 5 and 6, and the Iron in 7 and 8. It's not like your typical Olympic or World Championship final where you have the top 3 swimmers kind of making a V in the middle of the pool where they know where each other are. They're spread out 1, 4, and 8 here in the Stewart Backstroke. How is that as a competitor to not really get a feeling of where the people are that are trying to challenge you?
Well, you just got to concentrate on your own race, but when it is down to trying to get points and positions, it's tricky. On the backstroke, it doesn't make so much of a difference, but on some of the other races where they're used to really seeing the swimmers around them, you know, it makes them concentrate on their swims.
Atherton was 6th at the World Championships over the summer. And she's got the lead with 50 meters to go. And man, does she have a lead, a 2.5 seconds over Baker and 3 seconds over Hosu.
This is superb swimming from her. She might be starting to feel it in the closing stages because she took the race on so hard, but so much clear water between her, Baker, and then Hosu that it's going to be tough to overhaul her with 25 to go.
Look at Baker. She's trying to push the pace just like we saw Ryan Murphy do, but it's going to be too little too late. Nina Atherton, she's 1 and 4. The London Roar, 9 points. Baker will finish 2nd and Hosu 3rd for Team Iron.
Superb from Nina Atherton. She's happy with that. It's a good win. Using some big names in the pool. She's really starting to make a big name for herself on the international stage. Teammate Sydney Pickram, a little further down the field, but what a tough session she's had. The medley, relays, she's already, this may be her 3rd or 4th race of the night. So
the future of Australian swimming, and how big is it for Atherton to get these type of reps against this quality of a field this early on in her swimming career?
It's just such a great confidence builder to know when you go into major championships, okay, these people are beatable. It's not the same, it's not like going into an Olympic Games, but you know they're beatable, they're just people, they're just swimmers, and it just gives them such a great confidence boost. And she really is having a great year.
So the London Roar, they're going to have a 2-point advantage now with 107 points over the LA Current. 107 to 105. Iron currently 3rd with 92 points. Big time performance for the 19-year-old out of Australia, Nina Atherton, getting the win for the London Roar. And now it is time for the race of the day. Truly anybody's race. As you take a look at the field here, Karen, I don't know, who would you pick here?
It's just so tough to say. We know Vladimir Morozov is swimming well. He's already won the 50 breaststroke here. But of course, Carl Giant, 100-meter Olympic champion. Bruna Fretters, silver at Worlds. All I can say is it's probably a good thing there's electronic timing and nobody having to stand over the blocks trying to pick the winners of this race.
Michael Andrew, Cherenigi, Brazilian specialist, Timmers, Morozov, who's already won the 50 breaststroke in lane number 8. And Bruno Fratis, he was a huge pickup for the London Roar, finalist in the 50 in London and in Rio.
Well, his coach, actually, one of the coaches with LA Current, didn't pick him for the team. So, can he make him regret that?
Fratis was 2nd at the World Championships in the 50 free to Caleb Dressel, who was our MVP a week ago. The splash and dash 50 freestyle in the water. And this one, folks, is up for grabs.
This really is a blanket across all the swimmers. Going well, Morozov, but also Chalmers. It's tight.
Chalmers in the lead. Morozov in lane number 8. Down to the touch. It is Morozov with his 2nd win. Nathan Adrian 3rd and Chalmers 2nd
Ralph's on fire, isn't he? 2 wins in his 2 individual races. The breaststroke, unexpected victory, but this one, well, probably more expected. Just 3 100ths ahead of Kyle Chalmers. Nathan Adrian had to settle for 3rd place.
Come on, Nathan. Nice line start.
Dave Marsh hoping for a big finish for Nathan Adrian.
Come on, come on. Get under, that away, that away, that away. Now move. Get in. Nice job.
Coach Marsh expected the Current to have a big first day, but right now, London Roar able to extend their lead. 116 to 115 as you see Orzov earned 9 points for Team Iron. They go first at 8th, London Roar second at 7. And so again, the advantage on the team side of the 3rd and 5th for the LA Current, getting exactly the same number of points as Team Iron, who got the win. And the 50 free as we turn our attention now to the women's 50-yard freestyle. And how about this? Sister, sister in lane 1 and lane 2. Brought to Campbell, Kate Campbell. How about that for a household? 2 of the fastest swimmers in the world getting to swim next to one another and for one another as a part of the London Roar.
Yeah, they were just on the same relay team together. Now they sort of go head to head, but both willing each other on.
New York Breakers have a chance to get maybe their first win here in Dallas, as they will have Penelope Bluma. She will be in lane number 5, but Campbell and Campbell in 1 and 2. They dreamed of being Olympians together as children growing up. They've made that dream a reality, and now they're professional swimmers together here in the women's 50 freestyle.
To mention lane 8 also, Renomi Kremers-Jojo for Iron, the world record holder at this event. But it is Campbell leading.
Kate Campbell with lots of water in front. She's gonna get the win. London Roar, they've done it again. First and 3rd, sister, sister. Combining for 15 points.
Kate Campbell swimming so well in Dallas.
Peter Bishop, he's going to need an abacus to try to tabulate all the points that they've scored here in the last couple of races.
She has got to be chasing the MVP points too. She's really racking them up here. Superb swim from Renomi Kremers-Jojo. She's got a tough 2 days of swimming as well as a free fly specialist. She'll be in the water a lot. But Kate Campbell just too fast for her. Nailed that finish. Great for Bronte to get in for 3rd because it was tight.
So 1st and 3rd for the London Roar. Kremers-Jojo will finish in the number 2 spot. But some big points going to the Roar as they combine for 15 points in that event. 15 points to the Roar, 11 points to the Iron, and only 6 points to the LA Current. And the London Roar extend their lead. They're 10 points ahead of the LA Current. Iron sitting 8 points behind the Current, trying to move up the standings. Another opportunity for double points. You saw earlier in the women's 4x100 freestyle relay how important that was in a turning point in the meet. We'll see if the Iron or the LA Current can answer back here in this 4x100 medley relay. Did you see the strategy, Karen? It really looks like these teams trying to split out the teams, trying to get as many points as possible.
Although the New York Breakers coach, Peter Andrews, said he switched his team. He wants to get some points, so he's given one of his teams, he's made them a little bit stronger in the hope that they can pick up some points. So looking across and thinking maybe they can steal extra points by doing that, just by strengthening one of their squads.
Maybe give LA Current the nod in the backstroke leg. Matt Grievers, Ryan Murphy is going to swim the first 2 legs.
Take your mark.
18 points for a relay win. Only 3 opportunities today to score double points. Who will be here in the 400 medley relay? 4 legs to pull each of the specialties, and a good start. Guido in leg number 2 for the London Roar. He's in front of Matt Grievers again. We just saw Ryan Murphy swim in the 200 backstroke. What was it, 15 minutes ago?
And with Carl Chalmers, who's waiting behind the block for his medley relay London Roar, what is going through your mind right now?
It's just full of excitement. I really want to do well with these guys. Obviously, it's 2 Brazilians, a Russian and an Aussie, so it's cool to come together as a team, and hopefully we can do something really special. I think 2 deep teams, and I think we should go well.
Good luck.
Right now it's London Roar in the lead, followed by the LA Currents in second and third. Brigada right there in the green cap in the middle of the screen. He's going to turn to the lead, but he's being chased down. In 3. Will Lacan in lane number 4. How special is it? We talked a look at that team. An international flavor. Obviously, these guys are used to swimming with their country in relays, but they're getting an opportunity to swim with some athletes that they've never swum with in a relay competition here.
That's right, and the takeovers can be tricky. You can be really used to practicing how certain swimmers come into the wall, and the swimmers at international meets, they'll do a lot of work on their takeovers, so they'll probably find they're extra cautious swimming when they're taking over and coming into the wall for swimmers that they don't know.
Vinny Lanza diving into the pool. London Roar on top. Top shields. Jack Conger trying to track him down in 3 and 4 for the LA Current. But so far, so good. London Roar trying to get their second relay win. You think back to the first 2 weeks. How did Energy Standard win the meets? They won the relays. Peter Bishop and the London Roar trying to follow that same script here in Dallas.
London looking so strong. Of course, they've got Carl Chalmers going on the anchor leg for their team. And it seems that some of these relays, they have split. They're not quite as even as we saw in the women's races. They've maybe just stacked one of their teams a little bit more. As London Roar hit the water first for the final leg.
Chalmers into the pool. London Roar searching after those 18 points. Can the LA Current try to track him down? Michael Chadwick, he's moving up. Chadwick is fresh. He hasn't swum today, and he turns virtually even, 2/10 behind the London Roar.
And the 2 LA Current teams going really well. They are the teams that are evenly matched. So either way, they're going to score some big points. London need to stay ahead of them.
Chalmers trying to outlast Chadwick. The Roar, their second relay win, 18 more. And LA Current second and third in the 400 medley relay.
Well, that will be big points to LA Current. It was really important that London Roar took that victory. Their second team were a little way down.
To the break, you can see that second London Roar team in 7. Second break is
18 points for the win. But second and third, 14 and 12. So 26 points going the way of the LA Current. The Iron, they finish in the 4th at Bismarck. That's 18 points. For the win, they will get 18 for the win. And 4 points for a 7th place finish. So 22 points. So in total, the Current, they score more points than the London Roar in the 400 medley relay, despite the fact that the London Roar team gets the win. And the LA Current, they will pick 4 points back off of that London Roar lead. And is our second relay in the books here in Dallas. In the story, London Roar still in the lead, but the lead tightens 6 points, the difference. But the London Roar is still on top.
What do you think of the ISL? Obviously very excited. You've got your one team and got pumped up, big intros, and great crowd and everything you thought it would be.
Absolutely.
So work to be done by the Irons, 131 points. They find themselves 16 points at second place. And a ways to go, 22 points out of first place. With a freestyle, 50 back. These are our next events in the pool before we will have for the breaststroke and the 4x100 freestyle relay. So the changes being done.
Yeah, we're just going to make a slight change to the order of our relay in that final relay. We're going to start it off with Noxie leading off, Bruno second, Vinny third. We're going to bring it home with Elijah. He's backing up after a 200 free, so that'll be great. Winning combo for you? Maybe not winning, but I'll have a crack.
So Carl Chalmers down, Michael Andrew in, and
Okay.
Michael, great to have you here at the ISL.
Hey. Okay, so we're going to make a change in the 4x100 free relay. Yeah, we're going to put Brad in the final leg, and then Clyde in the front of this. Try and get open water, some speed there, and Brad's a good finisher.
Sounds convincing to me.
Yeah.
Become a family over the next couple days.
We make a change here in the order of the relay. And at the 200 breaststroke, instead of Stevens, Jurta will swim because he cannot keep it up the end. He was a little bit dead.
Where's lane 4 on that one? And put them in 3.
One more period remaining on day one.
Yeah.
What's the name of the? Oh, it's a 4x4.
We can turn that in.
Take a photo of it. We need to get.
I got a photo already. So we're going with a change here. Going sort of with an A relay now. So this should be our best relay, lane 3, and B's pretty damn good too. So we should be all right. Thanks.
David Marsh, you listen in. Essentially a lot of changes being made mostly to the relays, not on the individual side. London Roar right now 6 points ahead of the LA Current. 4 points at the end of each match to the top team in the standings. 3 points to the number 2 team, 2 points to third, and 1 point goes towards the total of trying to qualify for Las Vegas in the championship final at the end of the season in December. And a lot of pressure, I'd say more pressure on the European teams after the performance by James Gibson and Energy Standard than potentially on the American side. Kelly Condor is currently first with 6 points. DC Triton third with 4 points. Only 2 teams advance. From America and from Europe on to Las Vegas. Well, the London Roar, they're using the relays to their advantage. They've got a 6-point lead over the LA Current. 2 relay victories and 153 points as we reach our second break here in the Dallas match. A lot of great swimming early on and some impressive performances, Karen.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of them, Michael Andrew, you really gave yourself a tough schedule here on day one.
Yeah, no, it's been quite a load, but I'm happy to do what I can for the team. Some good races, some very painful races, but we learn from it and we do what we can to get better for the next one.
I mean, one of the races you had, what, 3 minutes? You had 150-meter breaststroke between your 2 swims. That's got to hurt.
It definitely did. I feel like I was leading most of the way of that 50 breaststroke, but the 100 fly just in front of it, definitely you could see the effects the last 10 meters. But like I said, it's training. We get better each time we go.
And you certainly do.
Well, the coaches only have 2 opportunities to make changes. Let's see what they made in the session 2 change period.
And the 200 breaststroke instead of Steven Stjurkavitskin because he cannot keep it up the end. He's very, very bad. We can turn that in. Take a photo of it. I got a photo already. So we're going with the change here. Going sort of with an A relay now. So this should be our best relay lane 3. And B's pretty damn good too. So we should be all right.
David March, head coach of LA Current, making a change. He has yet to win a relay. London Roar, they have won 2 relays, and you talk about the difference that the relays make with the double points. That's a big reason why the London Roar find themselves 6 points ahead. London Roar, with just a handful of events remaining on day 1 of the Dallas match, in the lead with 153 points. LA Current second, the Iron third, and the Breakers with some work to be done with only 81 points. Tough schedule for Michael Andrew. So in the back-to-back events, I think they really felt like he would be able to get the New York Breakers out to a good start. Instead, it didn't go quite as planned. Nice crowd here in Dallas, taking in. This is an experience. If you can make it next week, Budapest. We're trying to find some tickets to London. I believe it's sold out in Washington, D.C. It'll be a tough ticket in the American Derby and the European Derbies that will happen next month in November, where all the American teams and all the European teams will gather. LA Current, their captain Ryan Murphy, Kathleen Baker, their vice captain. On paper, much like the Cali Condors, a very good American team, very well-rounded. They've got the sprinters, certainly some fabulous backstrokers. Today they're without Leah Smith, who aggravated her neck and was unable to compete. Potentially she could be seen next week in Budapest. That would be an upgrade to the LA Current and their roster. So go back to the deck and Karen.
Yeah, I'm with some of the New York Breakers swimmers. So how are you enjoying it? What is this meet like?
Yeah, it's great fun. It's really great to just get out there and race, win points for your team, not worry about time, and yeah, it's really great atmosphere, all the lights, the music. You know, there's no other competition like this at the moment, and it's really great.
And how are you enjoying it? It's very different.
Oh, it's absolutely so different. It's just a good feeling, you know, being able to race with such an amazing team. We are a family, you know, like some of us only met each other like 2 days ago, so it's been really, really awesome just to get up and race with them.
And is it exhausting being on the side cheering on the team as well as actually getting in and racing?
Yeah, but it's definitely really fun. It's been really cool to race with people from all different countries and get to know them. And like she said, we're all becoming really close and really tight-knit. So we obviously want to cheer for everyone and also swim really fast.
Well, good luck for the rest of the day.
Some work to be done for the Breakers. Currently on the team side, sitting 4th. They're going to have Reva Foos and Gabby Duluth swimming for them in the 200 freestyle, which will be our next event. London Roar, another opportunity to see Emma McKeon, who's won 34 medals. Could be in the 200 freestyle. In Dallas, the London Roar in the lead, 6 points ahead of the LA Current, but it all goes down to our final couple of events still to come. 3 more individual events, 200 freestyle, 50 backstroke, 200 breast, and there will be 1 more relay at the end of the schedule. The 400 freestyle relay will be the final opportunity for the athletes to go after the double points. So far, that's really favored the London Roar. They went 1st and 3rd in the first relay of the day, and then they won the second relay, and we saw the LA Current, Dave Marsh, making an adjustment to his relay team, going with one that's a little bit stronger, trying to get potentially a win in that final relay. What an atmosphere here in Dallas. The crowd has really got to see some phenomenal swimming on day number 1. We're just getting started. If you're anywhere close, you can come on down here to the Lewisville, Texas, just outside of Dallas for day 2 tomorrow. Surely it's going to be special. Get some entertainment, light show, great swimming. Surely the International Swimming League, the world's first professional swim league, it's got it all, Karen.
Really has, and as you can hear, the swimmers are really enjoying it. It's bringing out the best of them race-wise. We're seeing some swimmers winning races that are really quite unexpected, like Vladimir Morozov in the 50 breaststroke. But they're having a great time on the side and getting to know swimmers they've never met before, and enjoying this immense atmosphere.
And our start list for the women's 200 freestyle. Another chance to see Emma McKeon. She'll be swimming in lane number 2 alongside Holly Hibbett, 19 years old, out of Great Britain. Predominantly usually swimming 400, 800 freestyle. Was 3rd in the 400 free at the European Championships a year ago. Katie McLaughlin, Ella Easton in lanes 3 and 4 for the LA Current. McLaughlin, typically we see her swim on relay. She was 6th in the 200 freestyle at the World Championships over the summer. Gabby Duluth, Reba Foose at 5 and 6. Andrusenko and Quiche in 7 and 8. Here in this 200 freestyle, another opportunity for Emma McKeon. And the challenge out for these swimmers, Karen, is this is a tight schedule. All these races in 2 hours. You see McKeon, who's got 4 Olympic medals, a gold, 2 silvers, and a bronze, to go on with 17 World Championship medals. Even though they're world-class athletes, they are tested by the schedule.
They really are, because obviously this is Emma's best event, but she's already had slides, the relays. Look at this, 200 freestyle was my event. I can still remember how painful the closing 50 meters is, and that's without having done any races beforehand. So it really is a testing schedule.
25 years old, out of Australia, is McKeon. She's won 34 medals, numerous world and Commonwealth records. Her brother and her father, both Olympic swimmers. How about that for having genes and talent running in the family?
Yeah, Uncle Rob is Rob Woodhouse, their team manager for London Roar as well. So it really is swimming genes throughout.
And right away, she is trying to push the pace. She's built almost a body-length lead over the rest of the field, with Holly Hibbett and one, her teammate, chasing after her, as well as Reba Foose, who's 26 years old, out of Germany. She's in lane number 6. The breakers could really use some points.
So smooth. Doesn't she swim in there? And breathing down, she's looking, see what's going on, because obviously she'll want to just do enough. If there's a chance that she can ease up and not go 100% through this 200, she'll have to take it. Another day of racing tomorrow, relays to come, so you have to be sensible with how much effort you put in. Going well, teammate Holly Hibbett, really known for 400 and 800 swimming, so she'll be tough in the closing stages of this race and having a great swim.
And the LA Current swimming without Leah Smith, who had a neck injury that held her out of this meet. It's possible that she could return, but that's one of the reasons the LA Current, they don't have Leah Smith in the lineup. And Emma McKeon, and she's trying to lead a 1-2 finish or a 1-3 finish. London Roar on top again. They're going to go first and fourth.
Superb swim from Emma McKeon, but a really important fourth place from Holly Hibbert there. It matters. Those places really do count, and she swam superb to get fourth and pick up those important points.
This was McKeon's race from start to finish. Superb. And man, did she make it look easy.
Very smooth. Just did enough. Holly chasing her. Really close in that finish, wasn't it?
So results of the 200 freestyle. McKeon wins it. Madison Wilson will get second for the New York Breakers. And as I told you, first and fourth, 14 points for the War, 9 points for the Iron. And a big difference there between our top two teams is the War get 14 and the LA Current only get 6. So the War able to extend their lead by 8 points on that event. As it's now the time for the men to showcase their skills in the 200-meter freestyle. Williamson Graham in 1 and 2, Selexar and Blake Peroni in 3 and 4. So Selexar with an impressive 4 at IM. Earlier, DeLuca Lewis 5 and 6, and Christoph Milak coming in, as well as Gunnar Benz in lane number 8. So Milak, typically known 200 butterfly specialist, doing it for his team here in the 200 freestyle. It was a good strategy by the Iron. Morozov was initially entered to be in the 200 freestyle. They elected to put him in the 50 breast. He won that event. He won the 50 freestyle. You talk about the strategy and getting it right.
Take your mark.
It truly is a chess match.
That's what the managers are doing with their coaches all the time, just working out the best way, taking into account the rest, the state the swimmers are in. If they're younger, the chances are they're more likely to be able to do back-to-back races. The older you get, the tougher it is to recover sometimes. And so that would all be taken into consideration.
Vlad Lewis, 22 years old, out of Australia. The early leader. So much can happen though in this 200 freestyle. Really, truly goes down to the middle 100 in that third 50. Alexander Graham, he is starting to move up. He's in lane number 2 for the London War, trying to get another win. And we'll see who makes their move here in the third 50. Graham, Lewis, Whittington, London War swimming first and third right now.
Yeah, the two London War swimmers, two Australians, part of the depth of freestyle swimming, middle distance, sprint freestyle in Australia. We've just got so many of these guys to draw upon. Elijah Whittington missed the team bus down to the pool today. Had to catch a lift with the Iron team on their bus, so luckily he came out of that unscathed.
Got his heart rate going early on, right?
And the team manager, maybe.
Graham will turn. Final 25, trying to get 9 more for the London War. Kenny bring back a 1-2 finish. Graham, Elijah Whittington, and the London War. Big points, 200 freestyle, first and second. They'll take on 16 more.
You cannot ask for more than that. They delivered. 2 Australian boys, the London War team. There was a point when they were challenged. It was Elijah Whittington that really came back strong.
And swimming with your teammate, it kind of wills you to want to do better. Man, the War built a lead now over the LA Current after that impressive performance in the freestyle. 60 points for the War, and now they have 183 points after that 1-2 finish.
Well, Alex, Max points in London Raw. So often you're part of a successful relay team. How good was it to touch the wall first in an individual race?
Yeah, it's really good. That's all the aim is right now, is to get the maximum points, and yeah, we're able to do that just now. It's good.
It was close at one point, and Elijah finished strong. So do you think it helped him able to chase you down the closing stages?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You know, Elijah's got that endurance background to him, so it's good that I can take it out fast, and yeah, he can use me to come home.
Good teamwork.
Yeah, it's great. Thank you.
Teamwork makes the dream work. 50 back. Next up in Dallas. And another opportunity to see the youngster out of Australia, Nina Atherton. She will be in lane number 2 for the London War.
Yeah.
Holly Barrett in lane number 1. Right next to her, 31-year-old Australian, 19-year-old Australian. And lane 3 and 4 for the LA Current, Amy Billquist. And Beryl Gastadello, who swam here in America for Texas A&M.
That was a 5-minute break.
Hours away.
Where's that sheet? There's a sheet at the
5 and 6
top.
for the New York Breakers, Ali Duluth and Taylor Lovemore. And another opportunity to see Katinka Hosu.
Where'd that timeline go?
Will be in lane number 8.
There's a 5-minute break.
Mia Nielsen, 23,
Here you go.
out of Denmark. And Katina.
You guys got an A relay, so. And Grievous has got that double, but he's going third.
We know she can swim the 100. The question is, how quick can Hosu be here on the 50? Can she get out quickly?
Yeah, and especially since she's already swum a 400 medley and a 200 backstroke. So how tired will those legs be?
And again, LA Current with that strategy. We did not see Kathleen Baker. She swam the 50 breaststroke, but not the 50 backstroke. But she was in the World Championships final in the backstroke, finishing 6th here in this event.
Take your mark.
But Dave Marsh of the Current will do without Baker here in the 50 back. We'll see who will take the crown. Atherton, after a good start once again.
Yeah, she is very, very quick away, isn't she? And a good 100-meter specialist, so we know she's got speed as well as the endurance we saw in that 200, but it's close.
Gastadello, Atherton, neck and neck. It's going to go down to the wire here in the backstroke, and it's Atherton getting her hand on the wall first.
Wow, the all-important just tossing that finish, which is so close. The backstrokers obviously using the flags, and they have to check their stroke over 6 meters out to make sure they're hitting the wall on a full stretch, and she did that. Teammate Holly Barrett getting in for 3rd place as well, so good points. Beryl Gastadello nicking that 2nd place. She's such a versatile swimmer, a really important member of Current, because she can turn her hand to so many strokes, and swimmers like that are so important on the teams.
Atherton the win by a 1/10 of a second, and tack on 3 more to the total in the differential between the London Roar and the LA Current as they score a total of 15 points, and now they're inching closer to getting 200 points at our match score with only a handful of individual events to go. 50 breaststroke on the men's side and the 200 breaststroke. Only 2 individual events left here on day number 1. But things look a whole lot better for the LA Current here in the 50 backstroke. Matt Grievers, Ryan Murphy, they'll be right in the middle. Battling against Guido and Diner, who will be in 1 and 2 for the London Roar. LA Current, Matt Grievers, gold medal in London 2012 in the 100 backstroke. Ryan Murphy, of course we know he won gold in Rio in the 100 and the 200, and he was 2nd in the 50 backstroke in the short course World Championships. He'll be in 4. New York will have Reed and Pebbley, Glinta and Richard Bosch in 7 and 8 for the iron. Current could use a win because the Roar started to run away with things here on this first day.
Opportunity to get some good points with that head-to-head. Grievers, Murphy in the middle of the pool. They need to really make the most of this opportunity.
Matt Grievers, 34 years old. He's in lane number 3. the elder statesman here in the 50 backstroke. Let's look at Christian Diener getting sized up, 26 years old, out of Germany. Diener was fifth short course meters 2012. And the battle though at the top of the screen, Gravers in 3, Ryan Murphy in 4. Guido with a good start in lane number 1 for the London Roar. Who will stay down? Oh, Guido! Can he do it? London Roar rolling to a win here in the 50 back. Setting them all.
Expected victory in lane 1 for London Roar. What a turn he had. And that wasn't even with a good finish. He was reaching for the wall there, hoping it would go. But my goodness, what a turn.
Everything's coming together for the London Roar. Peter Bishop squad.
So fast. Wow. 45-0. How do you do that?
Dave Marsh was expecting a 1-2 finish. Willing his thing out.
Come on, boy. Good turn on Reavers. Good turn on Reavers. Get back here. Get it, get it, get it. Get it. Oh, let's get it. All right, 2-3. Good.
Not what was expected for the LA Current, because Guido joins the party and he brings home 9 more for the London Roar. First and 4th for the London Roar. Diener will touch in the number 4 spot, and the Roar one more than the LA Current in an event that Dave Marsh and the Current thought that they might do well at. The Roar extending their lead with only 2 more events remaining here in Dallas on day 1. Wow. What a backstroke leg there for the London Roar. Some much needed points. And Karen Stempedor winner.
Well, Guillermo Guido, what a swim. I mean, all eyes really were on the centre of the pool thinking Murphy against Grievers was going to be the match, and there you are in lane 1.
Yeah, it was really nice, you know. I got the double today, so I did a relay and we won. And then after 10 minutes, I went back and won again. So it's really nice. I'm really happy to have my team with the points.
And the real difference in that race was the turn. You're spectacular off the wall in the turn, and you're known for your short course swimming.
Well, thank you very much. The turn this time, you have to do like perfect in short course, you know. Otherwise, it's gonna lose. So that's how I've been working back in Brazil every day.
Well, it seems to me you're enjoying this meet.
Thank you very much.
And is it different to anything you've done before?
Yeah, it's really different. I really like it, you know. Sometimes watching swim is a little boring. So, but right now, everyone is talking about. So I'm really happy. I hope we have a long life for this event.
Great. Well done.
It's all about doing it for the team. In the process, you'd love to be the MVP, but you know, if you are the MVP of the weekend, it's going to be some pretty good things. And this is a reason why you see London Roar with the top 2 swimmers right now in the MVP race. Morozov with a couple of wins in the 50 breast, 50 free. 3rd, Ryan Murphy 4th. But the Roar leading the MVP race, and that is why they are leading Dallas. We are here next week. We travel all the way back to Europe, to Budapest in Hungary, October 26th and the 27th, and then it's the American Derby. All the American teams will be in Washington, D.C., November 16th and the 17th, before we head to London and the Olympic pool, November 23rd and the 24th. And the top teams from America, top 2 teams from Europe, advance in the championship final, December 20th and the 21st, where only 1 team will be crowned world champion. 200 breaststroke and for a freestyle relay. that is what remains here on day one of our Dallas match. And I think it's important as they head to the close for all these teams trying to catch the London Roar. You hate to see, if you're the other two teams, London have this type of an advantage, but I'm sure that James Gibson, taking notes, he knew coming in that this London team was talented. The London Roar surging into the lead with only one individual event, the 200 breaststroke, and the relay still remaining on day number one of the Dallas match. 200 breaststroke set to fly into the pool here. Sydney Pinkham, Taylor McEwen in 1 and 2 for the London Roar. 3 and 4, Ellie Kern, Dale Anderson, Annie Laser. New York Breakers, they could use some points. Currently sitting in the 4th spot, Rachel Larson and Emily Escobedo in 5 and 6. And at 7 and 8, we'll see the 30-year-old out of Spain, Jessica Ball, and 27 years old out of Belgium, Daniel Lecluse. 200-meter breaststroke with the London Roar in the lead. A lot of wins we've seen from the green caps at the top in lanes 1 and 2, and we'll see if they can do it again. Sydney Pinkham was 3rd at the World Championships in this event. She and Fanny Lecluse, the only two that reached the final at the World Championships. And in that battle, they'll be in 1 and 8. Annie Laser in lane number 4, she was Pan American champion in the 100 breaststroke.
Also on the London Roar team, Taylor McEwen, she's been a finalist at Olympic Games, World Championships, and a little fresher maybe than her teammate Sydney Pickram, who's had a busy schedule here already at this meet, so she might be feeling it a little in the closing stages.
New York Breakers early on. And 2nd and 3rd followed by Annie Laser. As they're pushing the pace in the middle of the pool. It's 200 breaststroke, it's all about the tempo.
When the swimmers tire on breaststroke and the rhythm goes, you really start to see that they go up and down rather than through the water. And they start polishing the water with their hands instead of really being able to use it for power. So actually timing this race right, not going out too strong is so important and really pay the price in the closing stage. And some of these swimmers, more 100-meter specialists, will really feel it in the last 50.
Laser was 3rd at the U.S. National Championships in the 200 breaststroke. And up there in the Pan American Games spot where she won the 100 breaststroke. She won the 200 breaststroke. And right now she is being pushed by Rachel Larson. And it's synchronized swimming in the middle of the pool with 50 meters to go. Escobedo moving up.
3 swimmers really battling it out in that middle of the pool. It's tight. You've got to keep that timing, keep that power.
Pickram trying to move up in lane number 1. The question is, did she wait too long to make her move? Laser the first into the turn with 25 meters to swim. This would be big. Laser trying to get a win. Escobedo trying to put New York on top for the first time, but it's going to be Annie Laser for the crown. Followed by Escobedo and Fanny Lecluse 3rd from the team Ironman in lane number 8.
The points really split all the way across the pool there. And racing coming through the middle lanes. Sydney Pickram finished strong hold on by 100 seconds.
8 legs of the pool, decided by 1/100. LA Current first and 7th in that 200 breaststroke. And actually the breakers, they'll tally one more than the Current. 12 points of the breakers, 11 points of the Current. Iron was 7 and 7 points for the London Roar. So the Roar leading with 219 points after the Current picks up a big win.
Well, Annie, you got a smile on your face, but that hurt, didn't it?
It hurt pretty bad, but it's all we trained for is to hit that second 100 pretty hard. It's kind of my bread and butter, so I knew I didn't want to lose it and get some points for our team.
By 100th of a second.
Yeah, that's what we trained for, so we win by .01, you know, that's what it's all about.
Congratulations.
Next up, welcome to full day.
So the LA Current getting a win from Annie Laser by 1/100th of a second, and now we turn our attention to the men's 200-meter breaststroke. This one should be a lot of fun, folks. Matthew Wilson, Burkana in 1 and 2. Ashwino, Will Lacan in 3 and 4. The great short course meter breaststroke specialist in this event, Marco Cope. He'll be in lane number 5. He was 5th in the World Championships, but he has very good short course meters. Eric Person and Jota in 7 and 8 for Team Iron. End of the day, final individual race. One more opportunity to get 9 points before we finish it up with a relay.
Take your mark.
Definitely a stacked field in this 200 breaststroke. Former world record holder Michael Cope, the current world record holder going in lane 2, Pagoda, as well as Matt Wilson for London Roar in lane 1, silver medalist at the World Championships, only 20, so a youngster, lots of talent in this 200 breaststroke race.
And credit to Wilson, out 3/10 ahead of Will Lacan, 25 years old in lane number 4. He's a Pan American champion in this event in the 200 breaststroke. He won gold in the 200 breast and the 200 iron. But man, Wilson setting the tone this first 100. Top of the screen, green cap, all the way to lane number 1.
London Roar are on a roll. The danger being when the swimmers are going so well that you go out fast, the excitement gets to you, you get the pace wrong. So to hope that Matt Wilson hasn't gone too fast too early.
Matt Wilson, the Australian, 1 gold, 2 silvers in his World Championship career. Trying to get the win here in the 200 breaststroke, and another win for the London Roar, who lead it, you see, with 219 points. LA Current trying to chase them down, and it's going to go down to this final 50. Wilson followed by Lacan, and Eric Person moving into 3rd in lane number 7 at the bottom of the screen.
And Matt Wilson digging deep. You can see that high breaststroke stroke. He's still got power. Lacan has not given up though. Just look at this turn. See if he can take anything out of the swimmer on it. And it's close, but Matt Wilson's digging in.
Matt Wilson, he's going to tack on 9 more. London roaring again. Another first place finish, and they'll go 1st and 4th. Peter Bishop's squad. What a first day here in Dallas.
Day 1.
Every stroke high out of the water, diving forward. meters. He was a little shorter on his strokes, feeling it maybe in the last 5, but still timed that. Yeah, you've got the guns, Matt.
You see the 7th and 8th swimmer didn't meet the minimum time standard, so Gutta is going to lose a point for his team. Matthew Wilson leads a 1-4 finish, 14 points, and they'll tack on 4 to their differential between the LA Current after an impressive performance by Matthew Wilson in the 200 breaststroke.
Well, Matthew, that really was a great swim, and maximum points for London Raw from you.
Yeah, I mean, that's the main thing, isn't it? Getting on the wall first. And not bad time either for this time of the season. But yeah, I'm just glad I got the win for the Raw.
And it's impressive, the current world record holder, former world record holder in the pool, but you took those scalps.
Yeah, I mean, that was the main thing going into it. Just wanted to get my hand on the wall first. Time doesn't really matter in this, does it? Just get your hand on the wall first, and I did that tonight.
Certainly did. Well done.
Now our final event of day number 1, the 400 freestyle relay. One more opportunity to get double points on the line. You heard David Marsh make a change, kind of stacking his lane 3 relay. He's going to have Nathan Adrian, Ryan Held, Matt Grievers, and Michael Chadwick. We'll see if it plays a total. London Roaring 1 and 2. Chalmers, McElroy, Graham, Kissel, their lane 1 team. All the coaches have kind of made a move here on this 400 freestyle relay here.
The team manager, the coaches are certainly look, because when all the teams split and try and have it evenly matched 2 teams, suddenly think, well, hold on a sec, if I stack one of mine, I'm guaranteed to get some more points. So there's a rethinking of strategies through the meet, and also looking at how tired swimmers are, moving them around, because you've just got to go with the flow in this situation.
Vladimir Morozov, who's won the 50 free and the 50 breaststroke, will swim the anchor leg for the iron in lane number 7.
Take your mark.
Moment to add your team total and a chance at double points for the freestyle relay. Nathan Adrian leading off in lane number 3. Overcame testicular cancer. Back swimming, and he's looking really good. Obviously, his cancer treatment certainly messed with his ability to train, but he looked sharp early on for the LA Current in lane number 3. What a story to have him back in the pool. Kyle Chalmers swimming the lead lane for the London Roar, and the Roar of the Current separated by a fraction of a second after the first 100.
And with Vladimir Morozov about to anchor the team for iron, 2 victories already to your name. How are you feeling about this relay?
Lactic acid is still pretty high. We got last race. Hope for it to be the last one or fast one.
Last one, fast one. Boy, you know the Vladimir can swim fast. But right now, top of the pool, that's where the battle is. Ryan Held, who had a terrific summer swimming, the American, maybe one of the future swimmers that we're going to see a lot of in Tokyo 2020. He's moved the Current into the lead halfway through this 400 freestyle relay. Matt Grievers diving into the line. Alexander Graham diving into lane number 1 for the London Roar.
These swimmers don't want to be diving in behind the waves that they're diving into. The leg kick and the power these swimmers create, even with the anti-wave lane ropes. You want to be up in front. It's good tactics to get the team up in front if you can.
Yuri Kissel will swim the bottom leg for the London Roar. Michael Chadwick will swim the final leg for the LA Current. Folks, it's going to go down to this final 100 to see who's going to bring back 18 points. The Roar, the Current, neck and neck with 100 meters to go.
And Morrisov in the water for Iron as well in lane 7. Said you're out to get it, it's still going, but surely his atmosphere and the team will drive him to a great swim. He is really fired up.
Current, Roar, Iron, 50 meters to go. Chadwick trying to hold on and get the Current their first relay win. He turns first with 25 meters. Kissel trying to track him down. Kissel trying to close. But it's going to be the Current with their first relay win. They'll get 18 points. Dave Marsh putting it together. Mixing up the relay and worked out.
Well, they enjoyed that one, didn't they? Great to finish the session on a win. LA Current really needed that. Definitely a change in tactics. They're stacking their teams rather than having real even teams between the A and Bs. What a close finish. And Morrisov coming through as well for third place for Iron. He was coming through like an absolute train on that closing leg. Just didn't quite have enough space.
So the Current first and fifth. The London Roar second and sixth. Then Team Iron will move into the number 3 spot. So there's the difference. 6 points. The difference in the relay for LA Current as they get their first relay win. They're trying to close the gap with the London Roar. Iron will pick up 16 points on New York Breakers 12. So at the conclusion of our first day of swimming, London Roar, man, what a performance. Start to finish, they were impressive, Karen. They put it all together.
Yeah, they did, didn't they? It was superb, really. The relays are always so exciting, and that one totally delivered, didn't it?
Spectacular strategy for the London Roar and their head coach, Peter Bishop. Vladimir Morozov with that third place performance of the relay. He has moved into the top spot in the MVP race, but look at how tight it is. Top 3 swimmers, 2 of the 3 represented by the London Roar. What a first day of swimming. What a first day for the London Roar.
And I'm with the head coach of London Roar, Peter Bishop. You must be delighted with how it's gone today.
Look, it's been some really tough racing. To be honest, it's been fantastic. Little gaps between where they've come in and just given it to themselves, gone straight back down to another race. So impressed with the team, so impressed with the staff we've got here. It's only day 1 though. Another big day coming tomorrow.
But it felt like you really got on a roll and just started getting unexpected victories, like Guillermo Guido and even Mina Atherton to some.
Oh, definitely. You know, and that's what happens when we have a really great team. We've come together from all around the world. We've come together and drilled in about 2 or 3 days, and the energy's just built within. And the cheering, the best cheering team here as well, and we're winning the point score. So it's fantastic.
Great job.
Thank you.
Wow, what a start. We're back here tomorrow, day number 2, prime time over in Europe. 2 Eastern, 3 Central in the Americas. We have 100 freestyle, 400 freestyle, a couple more opportunities to realize, and of course it concludes where it is going to be up for grabs with the skins. But after the first day of competition, what a performance by the London Roar. They take 2 of the 3 relays as they get the day 1 lead. Back here tomorrow, prime time over in Europe, 2 Eastern, 3 Central in the Americas. Another fabulous day of swimming awaits for Karen Pickerington and our entire ISL crew. Bernie Gunther saying so long. Day 1 in the books here from Dallas. We hope you will join us back here tomorrow for more of the International Swimming League, Swimming Reimagined.